Alright boys, we are back and it's time to start year 7. So in this video we're going to do the line changes, we're going to set up our team, and I'm going to do 1 month of simulation so that we can go from there, okay? Because I was reading your comments and there was a lot of different combinations for our lines. So I'm just going to go with the one that came up most frequent kind of thing. I'm going to edit it a little bit to my liking, but you guys want, for the most part, it was like this. I'll show you. I want to put Lofthouse on the first line because he had the best face-off rating and he's still one of our young guns. We signed him to 8 years, so I got to make this guy as good as I can get him kind of thing. Stamkos is going to play alongside of him, and you guys wanted Len Little to get the first line duties. So we're going to give Len Little first line duties with Stamkos and Trent Lofthouse, okay? Second line is going to be Tyler Seguin, Brett Connolly, and Granlund. Now, you guys were saying bring up the Nuge for the second line, and then have the third line, Braden Shen, Dustin Brown, and Granlund. The problem here is if I do this, then Granlund is going to have like 30, maybe, like he'll be lucky to get 40 points because he's not going to get power play time. He's only going to be on the third line, and then we're going to have, you know, the comments saying trade him, trade him, trade him. So I don't want to do this. I want to do the same thing I've been doing since the beginning when we had LeCavalier, Thornton, and Stamkos, okay? 3 solid goal-scoring centers. So the Nuge is going to get third line duties, but he's going to be on the first line power play, so he'll still have points. Granlund, he's going to get second line duties with Seguin and Connolly, but he's not going to have power play time. So as long as Granlund can have a 45, 50 point season, I'm happy with that, all right? And then the third line is going to be a defensive line. Braden Shen, the Nuge, and Dustin Brown. And then the fourth line, Richie, Golden, and Lemieux. All right, so that's what we're going to do offensively. Defensively, it's going to stay the same. Larson, Hedman, Beaulieu, Shattenkirk, Bisson, and Fensky. Yep. Power play now. Okay. So, the power play, this is where we're going to stack it up a little bit, okay? So, Lofthouse is going to go in the middle with Stamkos. All right, and then we're going to have to bring up somebody else. Actually, no. What should I do? No, yeah, because last year they were doing great together. I wanted to put Nugent Hopkins with Stamkos, all right, and then Tyler Seguin up on the first line as well. And why are the defensemen switched around? Ekman Larson with Hedman, and then Beaulieu and Shattenkirk. And then the second line is going to be Lofthouse, Connolly, and Len Little. All right, so Granlund's not getting power play time. Our first line power play is stacked up with Stamkos, Nugent Hopkins, and Seguin, but we can afford that because Lofthouse is a great face-off man himself, so he's manning the second line power play alongside of Connolly and Len Little. So we're going to do 1 month simulation. We'll see how the power play and the 5-on-5 works out, okay? But I like that the way it is. So Granlund, Shen, and Brown aren't getting power play time, but that's why Granlund's on the second line, and Shen and Brown are going to get penalty kill time, okay? 4-man power play. Let's put the Nuge. Where is he? Let's put the Nuge with Stamkos. All right, and then Lofthouse with Seguin. And then the defensemen still the same. Ekman Larson with Hedman, Beaulieu, and Shattenkirk. Yep, that's fine with me. Penalty kill. Now, here's the thing. I want to get Richie in there. I don't need a Golden. I want Brown, Seguin, Nugent Hopkins. I want Lofthouse in there. He was better defensively than all of our centers. And then I want Braden Shen in there as well. All right. So we got, I want Braden Shen and Dustin Brown because they're on the third line. They're going to get penalty kill ice time along with Hedman and Fensky. Does Fensky? Yeah. Fensky definitely deserves PK time. Yeah, he does. 92 defensive awareness. Yeah, Fensky gets PK time. And Bisson, does this guy get PK time? You know what, Shattenkirk may be a bit better, but I want to grow this Bisson guy. Since he's on the third line defensive core and he's not on the power play, let's give him some penalty kill time, okay? And then Bisson and Ekman Larson, yeah, he was our best bet, even though he's an offensive, yeah, look at his defensive awareness, 95, yeah. He's our second best defensive defenseman. So, Fensky, Hedman, Bisson, Ekman Larson, and then Lofthouse and Richie, and Braden Shen and Dustin Brown, very nice for the penalty kill. 3-man penalty kill. It was going to be Lofthouse and Richie. I want to give Richie some time back there. All right. This guy's going to be a third liner of the future for us because you're not getting enough ice time on the fourth line. But we had a solid third liner of the future when Rahak is ready to come up. And then you got Rahak, Golden, and Lemieux on the fourth line. All right. He's going to replace Braden Shen next year. And then Hedman, Fensky, Bisson, Ekman Larson. Yep. Shootout, Stamkos, Lofthouse, Seguin, the Nuge, and let's put Len Little in there. Wait, who are those? Oh, yeah, because I signed Abstrider and Bartek. All right, I got to send them down to the AHL team after this. Extra attacker, Stamkos and Sagan, yep. And then Bernie Mac in the cage. Very nice, all right, boys? So we're going to do 1 month's simulation with these lines. We'll see how it works out, and then you guys can comment away on how we can change it up a little bit, okay? So hang on a sec here. Let me go back to roster moves. Let me just make sure that Abstrider and Bartek are down in the minors. All right, very good. Now, our AHL team, there's going to be plenty of young guys who don't get to start kind of thing because we have so many. But I want to make sure the good guys are getting the time. Like Harper and Sorensen definitely want to get time. Nelson and Hendry also want to get time, so they can be on the second line. Rahak, you can be on the third line. Grume Morris, he had an A- as a playmaker. He gets the second line center. All right, very good. And then defensively, Bowen, Method. I don't need this Method guy. Subban, Saxford, Danielson, Hacken, and Farfar. Oh, yeah, we're missing some guys here. Abstrider, Bartek, Germain. Yeah, we have a lot of guys who we're not going to be able to start here. Kalous, Pody. Oh, yeah. All right, so I want to scratch this Method guy. I want to start Pody. All right. Jordan Subban, I don't think he's going to work out for our team. 22 years old, B minus, B minus. Nah, this guy's not working out for us. Is there another guy I can take off instead? Hang on. Saxford Danielson, I think, wasn't working out, right? Yeah, Saxford Danielson's not working out, so we can take off Saxford Danielson. All right. Let's put in that Kalous guy. He was really good. Hacken, who's this guy? Guy that I signed, B minus, BB. Oh, yeah, he can stay. Farfard, I think this guy could stay as well. Couldn't he have B minus, B minus? All right. Pody, Bowen. Who's this Bowen guy? John Bowen, defensive defenseman, C, B minus. Oh, but his defensive category is already amazing. Yeah, I'd rather keep Bowen in there. I can scratch this Farfard guy. Where is he? There he is. And I can start, not Saxrud. There was another defenseman up here. It was Bartek or Abstrider. Let's just check out which one was better. Hang on a sec. B minus, BB. Yeah, I like that because Abstrider had his B minus for the defensive category, so Bartek gets it. All right. So there you go. There's our defensive lines. Panic, we don't need to start Panic. That was one guy we don't need to start. Yep. And I will put in that Germain guy. I wanted to give Germain. All right. Rahak, Craig. Who's this Craig guy? Craig 35. Oh, I don't need Craig. I can scratch this Craig guy and bring up Erickson. All right. All right, so that's very nice looking. All right, Zobatel, you can be replaced there. All right, that looks good. Now, there's going to be some... Yeah, I got to fill this up. Hang on. Bartek, Bowen. I'm just going to fill it up with anybody. Hacken, there you go. Let's give Pody some ice time as well on the power play. Pody, Bowen, and Bartek, sure. All right. Bowen and Bartek, and then Pody and Hacken I'll give it to this time. There you go. Bowen and Bartek, Hacken and Pody, sure. There you go. Very nice. Alright, so there's our AHL teams, and Malcolm Subban's going to be the starter. I wish I could give Daig and Jacobson some time, but Malcolm Subban is the more important goalie for me right now. Bernie Mac's going to help us win the cup. Subban, I got to give time to help him, basically, to help him become our #1 goalie when Bernie Mac's ready to be traded. Alright, so what we can do is we can give this Daig guy the backup in the AHL, okay? I don't know if that'll give him any experience, but Malcolm Subban is... We need to focus on Malcolm Subban rather than Daig or Jacobson right now. Absolutely. Malcolm Subban's 23 years old, okay? We get him to 90 overall before he's 25. Boom, yeah, that's a great goalie for you. So Malcolm Subban is still our #1 goal right here. Bernie Mac has hit his peak, all right? So there we go. Those are our line changes. So I want to do 1 month, see how it looks, okay? Now, what else do we have to do? We got to do scouting reports. I'm pretty sure our captains are the same. Dustin Brown and Hedman as alternates, and what's his name? Steven Stamkos as the captain. I'll just check it quickly. Let's see. Stamkos is the captain, 2 alternates, Dustin Brown and Hedman. Yep, that's right. Okay, so let's send the scout out, and then we're ready to go then. Yeah, we are. Yeah, all right. So, GM options, scouting. Let's see if there's, let me go to Scouting Central. Let's see if there's any guys who are franchise guys. Some top 5s projected. Hang on. Top 5, top 5, top 5, top 5. So I know No franchise guys right away. Sometimes they'll say it right away. Yeah, okay. All right. So let's just do a scout in any old position here. Forwards, we really have prospects for with anything, but we do have a bunch of there's 2 top 5s in the QMJHL. We'll do that 6 weeks, but we do have like 3 first-round picks this year, so it's got to be a good draft for us, hopefully. All right. So we've done that. Roster moves, compensation, blah 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 blah. Coaching options. Yep, we're good to go, boys. We are good to go. So let me just check out our GM tracker quickly. All right, A plus, A plus, A minus, C minus for our franchise makeup. We'll save this up for one more so we can get scouting one more time, okay? And then last thing we can check, this really doesn't mean much, but just to see how our team's coming along. 97 overall, 100, 100, 91 for goaltending. The only reason that's if we had a goalie, a backup like we had Lindbeck for the first few years, like in the mid 80s, our goaltending would be like 95 overall, no doubt. No doubt, all right? So let's start up our simulation. Let's go to the end of the first month here. Let's go all the way up to November.